The Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. A lot of people in the industry say trading is 90% mental or psychological. They say it's like 90% controlling your emotions. I've never believed that. I've always believed that if you had a sound trading strategy, one that worked, one that fit your personality, most of the mental issues with trading go away. So what attracted me to this book was how the author dealt with the emotional aspect of trading. Okay, he doesn't treat emotions as like some sort of inconvenient character flaw of the human condition. He doesn't say anything about like having ice water in your veins or being able to effortlessly flow from one trade to the next without having your pulse tick up. Instead, he treats emotions as a sign of something. Okay, if you saw smoke, there's probably a fire close by. If you have an emotional reaction to a trade or a situation or a price movement, it's a sign that something isn't right. So in this case, the emotional reaction is a valuable piece of information. Make note of it. It tells you, hey, something's going on here. You need to check this out. You need to look into it. You need to evaluate the situation. So many other books or blog posts talk about meditating, going for a walk, go to the gym, to make yourself feel better or something. That's great. It might make you feel better in the near term, but it doesn't fix the underlying problem. Okay, so according to Tendler, be thankful for the emotional reactions you have to situations because that's valuable information. That's a sign that something needs attention. So I recommend the book. There are definitely a lot of nuggets in here that can help you. For example, the earthworm concept, which he talks about in chapter 3. If you map out your strengths and weaknesses, okay, many traders believe that they just want to work on their strengths. They want to get even better at what they're already good at. And to this, I completely agree. Okay, trading allows you to hone in and do one thing very well, and you can keep doing that and you can make a really nice living. But first, before you do that, Tendler argues you need to eliminate your worst weaknesses. Otherwise, what will happen is you'll trade well, you'll trade well, you'll trade well, and then you'll have a big loss that takes you back way too far. So he suggests if you take inventory and you figure out what all your bad habits are, and you could first work on eliminating or at least dampening those bad habits, so your worst case scenario is muted rather than exposing you to the possibility of big failure. You'd be much better off. Okay, a lot of traders are good at making money, but unfortunately they're good at giving it back. Okay, they take 5 steps forward and they take 5 steps back. By dampening your weaknesses, you can take 5 steps forward and then maybe only 2 or 3 steps back. Okay, this resonated with me because it reminded me of a coaching session that Ted Williams had with one of his players. The guy was the 250 hitter and he wanted to hit better. So Williams and him analyzed his at-bats. And Williams came to the conclusion that if he could stop swinging at the obviously bad pitches and draw a walk every once in a while, that without even getting any extra hits, he could raise his batting average over time. And this is exactly what happened. Without getting any extra hits above and beyond what he normally got, he raised his average from 250 to 286 simply by truncating his worst habit, which was swinging at really bad pitches. Your P&L would probably do the same if you cut off your worst habits, which you have control over. There's definitely a lot of nuggets in here. I recommend checking it out. What I got out of the book is going to be different than what you get out of the book, and vice versa. There's definitely some stuff in there. Check it out. Good luck.